Boys, listen, you have absolutely no idea how bad things are about to get for Microsoft Gaming. I mean, sweet baby NEPO, Jesus. Even Pirate Software himself has absolutely nothing on this girl right here. And we are gonna go through all of her history. And it is gonna be absolutely amazing. I'm struggling to get bread. Most people can't afford houses or cars or even their groceries. And some people just get granted literally everything in life for no reason. Palin Stale, Steve Spencer, out. Everyone's favorite black gamer girl, Shaquisha Shaquan, gone. And in comes the one, the only, Asha Sharma. That's right, boys. A strong, independent woman. Indian. As always, remember, boys, consult the meme. It is literally never wrong because, I mean, consult also this chart if you would. It's never wrong. Nepo baby extraordinaire. I mean, Pirate Software literally has nothing on her. And she has never worked a single day in her entire life, by the way. And also, she loves AI. Oh my god. When we look into her history, you're gonna lose all hope, okay? You are gonna lose all hope. I promise you that. So, when she got this position, instantaneously, she made this wall of text. If you want to pause and read it, go ahead. If you want to risk having a brain aneurysm, go ahead. I will just summarize it up. Not a single thing of value was said. Everything seems fake and honestly AI generated. But, I mean, I don't know if this girl has ever said absolutely even a single sentence of value. And you're going to see, because I have an example of what actually happens when she speaks. I'm going to save this for last, because if I play it now, you're going to leave because you're going to feel insulted, okay? And not because she says insulting things, but that this person makes more money than all of us put together, okay? So, first of all, let's look at the history of Asha Sharma, okay? So, as much as I could figure out by putting every piece of evidence on the internet that I could find, because you cannot find how old is she. She should be, by my estimates, roughly from 36 to 40 almost years old, because that would put her career start pretty much right here at the start of Microsoft, okay? So her first job was in marketing, as literally every good Nepo baby woman always does. They always go for marketing. It's like the telltale number one sign that you have absolutely achieved nothing. And what makes this funnier is even the fact that she holds a bachelor's of science and business from the University of Minnesota Carlson School of Management. This is the top 50, 40, or 30 school in all of the world. And she has a bachelor's degree in science in business. And what does she do with that? She goes to marketing. If that's not already a sign of complete incompetence, boys, I don't know what is. But after that, I don't know, maybe her family, and by the way, her family, I found nothing. Because you need to understand that Asha and Sharma are the most common Indian names and surnames ever, and you cannot find anything about her family. But I'm assuming it's filthy rich with deep connections, because, okay, listen. Because she got into one of the most prestigious schools in the world, and instantaneously she just goes to marketing like anyone, every single woman who has never achieved anything and is useless. And then, instantaneously after 2 years, and by the way, her career is, everything is pretty much under 4 years because she's a social climate, and instantaneously, off the bat, you know what happens? She joins Porsche Group. And this is not Porsche. This is not Porsche Group. This is Porsche Group. They build stuff. And you know what happens? She helps start and build the company. Lead product designer, engineer, sales, marketing, operations, 1 billion public debut, previous CMO board member 2015-2022, which is insane. And if you, by the way, go and look up Porsche Group and their history, which is displayed right there on their thing, you find absolutely no mention of her. Zero mentions of her. But by the way, it's obviously a pretty massive swing from Microsoft marketing nobody to started of a 1 billion company. Yes. And after this achievement, which pretty much should put her already in a comfortable CEO position, probably at the ripe old age of maybe 26? Maybe 26 at best. She then goes and becomes the vice president of products and engineering at Meta Platforms. That's right, Facebook. And what does she do there? Head of product access managers plus Instagram direct and GM of calling, videos, kids experience, previously director of social impact products. So previously she was the director of social impact products. So we essentially have a NEPO baby person who advocates for social change and justice. But obviously, when is it different, am I right? So this alone is insane. But then we go to this. COO at Instacart. Helped lead Instacart to IPO and profitability, responsible for 30 billion GMV plus LP, including products design, data science, research, marketing, operations, custom support, new businesses. Listen, this girl in just these 3 jobs in less than 12 years has done everything under the sun. Literally, she has done everything, okay? The only thing she's not claiming to be is a professional plumber and electrician at this point. And the way that she's heading, she's probably gonna be all of those things by the end of the year. This is insanity, okay? Absolute insanity. And all of this in less than 10 years. Insane! How does this even happen? No idea. After she becomes a board member of a Fortune 100 technology platform and South Korea's largest e-commerce company, what does she actually have to do with technology? I have no idea. She has nothing to do with technology in anything. Her background is literally fucking brick and mortar at best, if we're being real here. Oh my absolute god. But no, she's somehow a board member. And then she's a board member of Home Depot now, by the way, also, if that wasn't bad enough. And now we come to the present, okay? I can't. Now it's the present, right? And the present is probably the worst one, because you see, she already worked at Microsoft for a bit, because, you know, her stunts at Instacart ended 2024, which means we have 2 roughly almost years of nothing. And those 2 almost years of nothing are not filled by board activities, but she's probably getting paid more than my house is worth on a daily basis. God, I love life. But no. She worked at Microsoft, and you know what she did? She made AI slop. That's right. This woman was responsible for things like Azure AI. Do you know what Azure AI is? It's this. It's literally nothing. This is useless. No one likes this. It's just Microsoft pushing this on people and pushing it on organizations that are associated to this. No one uses this. No one likes it. She was responsible for this. And she became leader of the AI division before the Copilot, Microsoft Copilot was created. And if you don't know what Microsoft Copilot is, be lucky. That's the program that Microsoft forces upon everyone who uses Windows that turns itself on even though you don't allow it to. And then, if you're unlucky, one day it just decides to upload all your files to Microsoft servers and then delete them from your device without asking you, even if it's okay to do so. So yeah, she effectively oversaw the development of Microsoft's super extreme AI slop. Like Copilot, no one likes this. Absolutely not a single person likes this. And I found this tweet while just looking in, and I think this is a perfect summary, by the way. Very, very well placed tweet. Microsoft is literally just Indian nepotism at this now. Now, granted, this is there's a different name for it. Nepotism is when you get ahead because of your family, which I believe she did, because there is no world where you just finish an extremely elite college and then you go waste your time as a at marketing at fucking Microsoft like some kind of idiot peasant. And then you just suddenly create a Fortune 500 company out of thin air, okay? No. This girl's family has to be ridiculously rich. Anyway, that's the whole company. Have you wondered why they rolled out an update that bricked hundreds of thousands of computers? Why OneDrive doesn't work but keeps enabling itself? Why an Instacart employee is handling gaming? Indian nepotism, that's the whole company now. Pretty much good summary, okay? And again, this woman has been responsible for the creation of some of the worst AI slop that we have seen up to date, and some of the absolute worst things that don't work up to date. She has overseen them. And I mean, boys, listen. If you wanna see how bad things truly are, I'm gonna allow you to hear a little bit of her speaking about AI, the thing that she thinks is the future, and then you can decide how absolutely over it is, okay?
This concept you have that we're moving from product as artifact to product as organism. Talk about what that means.
So this is some kind of stupid fake podcast, and this woman has a concept that we're moving away from AI as a concept to an organism, whatever that means. She's gonna explain, and now you're gonna hear it, okay?
And what people need to understand here.
It's been a pretty interesting shift, especially over the last year or so, because when I got to Microsoft, it was kind of right after OpenAI and the large foundation models happened. And then immediately after, there was this explosion of models, proprietary open frontier models that were pushing the frontier curve. And so they were both.
Now, if you're confused, what the hell does any of this jibber jabber have to do with the question asked? Yeah, so am I. So am I. This is not the answer or even close to the answer of what the question was.
More efficient, and then we started to see domain level expertise in a bunch of them, and then even more recently, models now can tool call, and they can function call, and they can take action. And I think that's just giving way to a new type of products that are starting to see some success. And so all of a sudden, products aren't just like these static artifacts that we start to ship. That's not just like, hey, come up with an idea or an insight, go solve a problem, ship it into the world, maybe make it a little bit better, and then have a dashboard.
By the way, yes, she's literally saying nothing if you can't figure that out. If you're still trying to wait, maybe she's actually onto something. No. Don't give her the benefit of a doubt. She's not saying anything. There's no value in this. There's literally nothing being said. Also, just now, you know what she said? Because I have heard this multiple times. She's saying, oh no, we can do more than just, create solutions for problems that exist. Because that's bad. That's what she said. That's effectively what she just said now. Well, why is creating solutions for problems bad? Why do you? What else do you want this? What do you want us to do?
All of a sudden, the whole KPI is what is the
KPI, boys, remember, in business, if anyone mentions KPI, they're a hack.
The metabolism of a product.
The KPI metabolism of the product. I can't. I fucking can't.
Team to be able to ingest data and then digest the rewards model and then create some sort of outcome, because these.
Okay, I'm not going to subject you more to this, but this is fucking insane, needless to say. And this is a funny one because people are finding it after trying to look up things, and this video is getting a lot of views now because of it. And there are a lot of new comments, and I want you to ignore these, okay? Because they're obviously not going to be positive. I want you to concentrate on the comments that are 5 months old when this came out, okay? I want you to concentrate on that. So, this felt like a complete jargon think and jargon talk. Yes, she says nothing. She literally says nothing of value. None of her sentences mean anything. They're as diluted as possible and they're as meaningless as possible. All fluff, just talk and no evidence. And this is again 5 months ago. This is from people who actually are interested in this type of things, and and no one finds value in this. Pretty sure it's corporate vice president. How much of this is just a regurgitation of all the original thoughts out there? Get more real builders on the pod. So no one likes her because this is supposed to be like a tech podcast or something like that. And this is the best one. Didn't feel like I learned anything new from this conversation. And there's people like, me neither. Literally zero. This is a 100% typical Silicon Valley corporate speak. Exactly. Complete bullocks. This is the modern age, boys. We're gonna have to deal with this. It's gonna be insane. Also, I just want you to know this, by the way. How she's dressed normally because she's American, right? She's not actually from India. And here she's wearing some stuff to represent her as Indian. I mean, you just gotta love this. I'm so done with life, okay? Listen, I'm so done. Anyway, have a nice day. Bye-bye. It's over, boys.